More than 39 million American households are equipped with a security system, according to the home safety organization Safe Home. While surveillance devices are meant to add an extra layer of security, some people claim these devices are actually watching them. Some users of surveillance cameras like Amazon's Blink say their devices have been hacked. People have taken to TikTok to share their experiences, like having an unknown person speaking through camera systems unprovoked or having their camera footage appear on their Amazon televisions. We should note we have reached out to Blink for a statement about this and are waiting a response. The CBS News Confirmed team says the most common Blink incidents are the ones where users will hear a random voice through their devices. This was also seen with another Amazon security camera company, Ring, which was charged by the Federal Trade Commission in 2023 for failing to take action to prevent these hacks from happening. The Federal Communications Commission is responsible for regulating interstate and international communications in the U.S. and has also taken action. Bree Fowler joins us to talk more about this. She's a senior cybersecurity reporter for CNET. Bree, thank you so much for joining us this evening. How are these cyber criminals able to gain access to people's security systems? And I have to admit, this happened to me. I wasn't there, but my daughter said someone's voice came through a camera that we had and started asking questions.
That is absolutely terrifying.
Very terrifying. She said she unplugged it immediately.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, that is the smart thing to do in that kind of situation. You know, these things happen a variety of different ways. And let's be clear, they don't actually happen a lot, but when they do, yeah, it gets your attention. They can happen if there's a bug in the software, you know, something that is spread throughout the system of those kinds of cameras, where a cyber criminal can exploit that vulnerability in the software and gain access to cameras that way. But, you know, more often it's because they were able to guess someone's password or steal credentials online that let them log in like they're actually you. So, you know, while as scary as this is, there are things you can do to prevent it.
And talk about some of those actions that people can take, because it's my understanding when I had my cable provider come in and give me my Wi-Fi password and username, I never changed it. So how much does that play a role in someone like myself being more susceptible to someone hacking into a system if I never changed those two things?
Yeah, definitely. You have to think of your Wi-Fi as the front door to all of everything in your house that is connected to the internet. If you don't lock your front door, pretty much anybody can walk in. And that means that you need to set a really good password for your Wi-Fi. Do not use the default one that's on the box or on the side of your router. Change it to something that is long and unique. And if you hear that that password may have been compromised, you need to change it immediately.
What other actions has, the FCC taken to prevent these types of incidents for those who may not take all of those extra steps to keep themselves safe?
Yeah. Right now, there really isn't a lot of regulation or a lot of accountability when it comes to IoT, the Internet of Things that we have in our house, whether it's our routers, our web cameras, baby cams, things like that, when it comes to security and privacy. So the FCC and other federal officials are trying to set up what they call a cyber trust mark. And that would be a voluntary program where IoT makers, if they commit to providing certain levels of privacy and security and abiding by certain best practices, they get this seal of approval that lets consumers know that, while nothing is entirely safe, these products definitely are safer.
So is this a risk that we all take, or would you err on the side of most of these devices are safe, but here are some things you can do to protect yourself?
Most of these devices are safe if you take steps to prevent problems from happening and to protect yourself. And that means setting a good password for your Wi-Fi and for all of your devices. Everything needs a long, unique, and random password. And if you can enable two-factor authentication on top of that, that will go a long way towards protecting your online accounts and devices. And what that does is add a second layer of protection on top of your password, like a biometric or push notification that comes to your phone. That is generally enough to make cyber criminals pick someone other than you.
So much to consider. Bree Fowler, Thank you.
Thanks for having me.